Hi everybody in YouTube world, it's June, your Tarot Queen, or your Mouth of the South. So I will be protesting this Saturday on June 14th about democracy and standing up for our civil rights and our Medicare and Social Security and help for those who need help. Anyways, I will be protesting. I will try to get a recording of the protest if I can, and maybe walk up and down and see that a lot of people are out. Hopefully they are, and hopefully it's peaceful and we get our point across to the taco in the White House. And hope everybody has their sun-kissed. I know I have mine. And this is original peace sign carved out of bone marrow, or bone, and it was at Woodstock, the original Woodstock. So it's really kind of cool that I still have it after all these years. I've lost the paperwork, but I still have it. Anyway, today I'm going to be using the mermaid deck, and we are going to do, for entertainment purposes only, we're going to see how Trump reacts to these protests on his birthday. What do you think? So I know this is a little bit political, and I'm not really a political channel, but you know, sort of. But let's see how he reacts, or what's coming up for him on his birthday. And I did the horoscope readings in Gemini. I can't remember if it was good or bad because I'm not Gemini, so I didn't remember. But anyway, he is. So let's see what universe has to say about the trumpet. So we will do it for entertainment purposes, and we will see if we can be entertained or if we need to make sure we have bell money on our protest day. So universe, kind of just throw me some cards out here. On Trump's reaction to all the protest on his birthday. He has no feelings, so it's not like we're going to hurt his feelings. But I would like to see... Ooh, okay, that's all it's got to say about that. All right. This is all it's going to say about that. There's three straight up. So it wants me to read these three, I think, first. Of course, you know, he's got the Libra card, and, you know, he wants to do what he wants to do. He wants to be a king or a dictator, and he is going to pull out all the stops if he can. I hope that his advisors tell him that, you know, that martial law is not such a good idea. You know, the last time anybody used that was during the civil rights movement. And, you know, we already fought that fight. So I really feel like we shouldn't have to fight it again just because the blowhard wants to be king. And he wants the military parade, just like Kim, whatever his name is, from North Korea. So I think that he just wants to be like him. and have people praise him and tell him how wonderful he is, and that you know, what you want and what you get are two different things. But his reaction is he's gonna try. He's gonna try it. Or he wants to try it anyway. We'll see what his advisors tell him to do. He is in denial. We all know that. He is in denial. And I'm going to put my glasses on so I can just see just a little bit better. You know, they're telling him that, you know, dude, you don't want to do that. You're just going to cause an uproar like you did on January 6th. But everybody forgets about that. He did cause insurrection. And that's what he's saying this is like an insurrection on his authority, on the president, on American people. No, it's not. They're mostly peaceful. At least around here, they've been peaceful. I guess there's been a little bit of turmoil in California, but he's been wanting to get after California for a long time. But if he does that, you know, and he probably even has plants in there being violent and pretending like they're Democrats. So who knows? I wouldn't put it past him. I don't think I trust him as far as I can sling him, and that might not be very far. So, anyways, he's in denial. He doesn't want to believe that he is not right. He doesn't want to believe that, you know, what he's going to do is going to cause him more problems. He doesn't want to believe that. So he's not going to just take that as advice that he needs to get. He's going to try to do whatever he can do, or wiggle his way around it, or climb over it, crawl under it. He's gonna try. But I think he's got people telling him not to. There are people in his arena that is telling him that's not a good idea. And, you know, he's the devil. He's the trickster. He's going to cage his audience. He's going to cage us, try to cage us. This is a major arcana, so I think that he's going to try every which way he can to wreak havoc on those who want to speak their mind. Unlike, you know, he pardoned all the January 6ers, so, or nearly all of them. And I just, he is, gosh, he's just a trickster. You know, everybody thinks so, or especially most of the religious people think he was sent by God. He was sent by God to torture us, I guess, you know, to see where our loyalties lie, to see if we'll help each other and be supportive of each other, because we're supposed to love. We're supposed to do things that are helpful to one another and not destroy one another. And I guess he feels like he's helping his elite 1%, and the rest of us, you know, you're too bad. You're sorry about your luck type thing. But, you know, if you're going off of religion, you're supposed to give a handout, not a hand up, and a hand up. A handout and a hand up. You're not supposed to degrade or turn your back on anyone. And so I don't claim to be religious, but he does. And he's a trickster. So he's going to pull out his bag of tricks and see what he can get away with. And we, as a country, and then even people that aren't in our country, will be standing up with us against this person, Because America was the home of the free, guys. It's supposed to be freedom from religion, the right to pursue what makes us happy, the right to speak our mind. Yes, not violently, but speak our mind. So that's what this country was founded on. And that's what he's not getting. And he's trying to trick us into believing that, no, we need a king. Well, we fought that in 1776 and we got out of it. So let's see what else is happening for the Trumpster on his birthday. He thinks he has everything he needs. He thinks he has everything he needs to move forward with martial law or move forward with his kingdomship. He thinks he has everything he needs. He is confident that there won't be another election. He is confident that he will be the ruler of the free world. End of the world, probably. But he is confident that he has everything he needs. And I think he's delusional. But this is a major arcana, so he's pretty confident, guys. So yeah, there are others around him telling him, you're going to have to let this go. You're going to make things a lot worse, not just for you, but for the military, for everyday citizens, even your people who supported you, like Elon Musk, the guy that can, rig an election, I mean, come on. You even alienated him. So think about who else you're going to alienate. If everybody is arrested, who's going to work? Who's going to work for the rich? How are they going to get their money? How are they going to get their money off the backs of their workers? They're not. So who is this going to help? Nobody. Not even your supporters. So let it go. That's what they're telling him. Let it go. Dude, no. Is he listening? Probably not. There will be no celebration for his birthday. Yay! So people are going to acknowledge it's his birthday. They're going to get out there and just speak their mind and say that enough is enough is enough. Come on. How much more can you take from your workers, from your American people, the ones you are supposed to be serving? You're a servant. They're the ones that hold the money. They're the ones that's working to pay you to work for us. And you're not. So we're not celebrating your birthday. Sorry. You are not leveling up, buddy. You're going down a notch or two. So that's cool. And then you have the Four of Pentacles reversed, which tells me was same as the Three of Cups reversed, no celebration. But he's going to try. He's going to try. He's going to try us. And he's going to tell it. He's going to say, yes, I want to be your ruler. You will bow down to me. Doesn't mean we will, but he's going to say it. He is going to say it. He has already said it. You won't have to vote again. I want to vote. I want my voice to be heard. I don't know about the rest of you, but I want to vote. I want my voice to be heard. I want to get out there and say peacefully that this is not America. What this is going to is the crapper, So that is that. So yeah, he's going to try us, guys. He's going to try us. And I was watching Gary with the Tarot Twins earlier today. And you know what? I hope he does. I mean, I really hate to send negativity to people. So this is what I'm going to do instead. Instead of wishing for him to really have a bad day, I'm going to wish that every single person in the world, and this is the energy that I'm going to put out there, that every single person in the world that he is trying to hurt just has the best day of protest and peaceful and letting their voices be heard loudly. I'm gonna put that positive energy out there that we all have a beautiful, positive, wonderful June 14th. And make it about something good in your life instead of something negative in his. So with that all being said, I do have a personal friend, Bethy, that I am going to be doing a situational reading for. And I really want to concentrate on this because, you know, I think that she needs it and her family needs it. So I'm going to do a special situational reading, and I may even go a little further than that and make it a little bit more in depth than I do with the situational reading. Because, I mean, she already knows what the situation is, and she just doesn't know what to do about it. So I think I might just do just some cards and see how her, what she needs to do or what actions she can take to make her and her family life just a little bit better. So this is for you, Bethy. What can Bethy do to make her life a little bit easier and the life of her children a little bit easier? Or does she just need to let it unfold the way it's supposed to and learn the lesson that there is to be had in this awful situation? Okay, let's see what comes out. There's one. Flying everywhere, Beth. Maybe I should be doing a different type of reading. Okay. I'm going to put this one to the side because I think this is part of your family stuff because it turned straight up right off the bat. So I'm going to put this one, I don't know if you can see it. It was turned up. So we're going to see what this is saying. This is it for Bethy. This is for Bethy. I believe it is. That's it. Okay. So right off the bat, this Two of Pentacles flew out, and it's reverse. So, you know, balancing your emotions, your money, what you want, what you don't want would be good. You're not doing that. Or they're not doing that. They don't have all the information that they need, Bethany, or Bethany. I don't know where I'm getting Bethany, but anyway, Bethy, they're not getting the all the information that they need in order to make a proper decision. Now, is it up to you to give them that? And I feel like that you have tried, and other people are trying too. But people have to learn their lessons, and you may get to see it, and you may not. So right now, I think this is out of your hands. You've already spoke your mind. You've tried, and it was falling on deaf ears. It really was. And I still believe one is influencing others. So I think that could be a good thing, but it's their lesson, not yours per se. Although you have to feel it. You're the one that's getting the, you know, the cold shoulder, if you will. And here's an Aries type of individual who is very loyal and caring, and they are trying to, you know, bring about the peace, and, you know, be looking forward and trying to be fair and trying to be understanding. However, they get sidetracked too. You know, they probably don't have all the information either. And it says for you not to take action, not to seek it, not to go for it. You've done everything that you could do and can do. I know it's not ideal, and I know that you really want things to be different, but they are what they are, and until they learn that, they're not going to be any different until they can open their eyes and see, and really see, and stop being in denial or stop trying to blame others for other people's mistakes. It's like, it's craziness. So for you, I would sit back and let them learn their lesson. And you also have the Nine of Wands. You know, you don't have to be the leader all the time. You have tried to be the best mom and spouse that you knew how to be. And that's all anybody can ask of you. You don't always have to be the forefront runner. You don't have to be the best at everything. You are human after all. You don't have to be Superwoman all the time. Not to prove that you love and that you care. You don't have to do that. You do. You go way above and beyond. But if they're not listening, it's not helping. It's not helping you, and it's not helping them. So try to realize that you can only do what you can do. And if they don't want to hear you, they don't want to hear you. And no matter how you say it, what you do about it, all you can do is send them love, send them positive energy that they will see the picture the way it really is. Just send them it. Write them letters or write them notes. You don't have to mail them. Put them in a box. And one day they'll see those. And they can take that or leave that. I think your family is lucky to have you. I think you are a very talented, beautiful individual. You're special and you're unique and you're caring. Chase some different stuff. Sidetrack yourself. Chase the shiny. You know? Put your irons in different fires and see where you come out, and let people see where you come out. You know, some people don't listen. Some people don't care. Some people don't even want to see the wrong in their self. This is a major arcana. So this says for you, for your own health, for your own person, for you to distract yourself with other things. Make different decisions and try every day to be the best you can be, and send everybody else positive energy, positive energy, that they open their eyes and they wake up and smell the coffee. Again, well, maybe you don't need to write no letters. This is upside down and this is paper. And this tells me that, you know, if you write letters, you leave a trail. They may or may not read them. They may just throw them away. But they always say in therapy world that it's good to write it down just for you. Even if you burn the letter, it's good to write it down just for you. But when you're writing, don't expect anything to come from it. You may not get to see it this lifetime that they're going to come around and wake up. You may not get to see it this time around. But I'm telling you, your karma is so good and so kind and so beautiful that you will get good karma. It's coming. And hopefully you get to see them wake up. But for right now, don't count on it. Don't count on it. Wish I had better news for that. And this is my religious card. It's also a very major arcana, and it's going with the writing and the studying and the pushing forward. And, you know, a lot of times, I know with me and my two girls, I have always tried to be the best me I can be. But if they didn't want to see that I was doing the best I knew how, I mean, there's no 101 on how to be the best parent ever or the best spouse ever. There is no 101 on that. All we can do is be the best we can be. And Bethy, I know that you have religious background. I know this. However, you are spiritual. You're not religious. And there's a difference. Religion is invented to control the masses, where other things are not. And I think this reading might not only just hit you, it hits others too. There are others, similar situations that you're in that are religious controlled. And that's sad. Just be spiritual. Just be your wonderful spiritual self. Your wonderful spiritual soul that you have. Just be you. So this reading may also affect other people, not just you, Bethany. There are other people going through the same exact thing, or who've been through the same exact thing. And they're having a hard time too. But they're pushing forward. And you need to as well. And you need to do it for you. Not necessarily for anybody else, but for you. And this says, you know, walk away. Walk away. If you keep trying and keep trying and keep trying, and you're butting your head up against the door because you're not getting through, you can't just kick it down. It's not going to work. You're going to have to walk away, let it go for a while, and distract yourself with something that makes you feel good. For you. For you. And you have, oh, well, there you go. You're missing your elements, and you know, you're missing a element for sure. And that's somebody paying attention to what you're saying, because they're not. They are not listening. They are so far in denial. It's not even funny. And I hope that all we can do, all anybody can do when they're in these controlled situations, that especially when they're in denial about it, because they can't look at themselves, or they can't look at something and go, oh, I'm not perfect. What do you mean? You know, what? You know, so, yeah, I think that your element that's missing is they're not learning their lesson. You're trying to get them to, and all you can do is do what you've done. And you can't beat that dead horse. It's already dead. So it's time for you to let them learn their lesson. It really is. It's time for you to let them learn their lesson and move forward with their stuff. And be there to catch them. Be there to catch them. Be that shoulder. Be that strong person when they finally knock on your door. And when they finally pick up the phone and call you. Just be there. Don't be the, I told you so. I can't believe it took you this long to see. You know, just be there. I understand. I understand. I love you. And that's all you can do. And this says for you not to take action. Not to take action where they're concerned, because I think it's learning lessons for them. And it might be also a learning lesson for you, that you can't keep doing the same thing and expecting a different result. You've got to walk away from this for a little bit, for your own personal well-being. Because if you can't take care of you, you can't take care of anybody else. You can't help anybody else if you can't help you. So this is not the reading I was hoping for, but for everybody out there going through this type of thing where you're alienated from your family, or you're alienated from, you know, even being heard, you know, if you think about it, we're all kind of in that boat right now, because the White House isn't listening, you know, and we can't bust down the door and make him listen. He just put his fingers in his ear and, you know, so don't beat yourself up over somebody else's life lesson. It's not fair. You're not being fair to Bethy. You're not. You're really not being fair. to her. So stop taking action. Stop. I don't want to say stop trying. I want to say send them positive energy that they will wake up and see what is really happening. And that the people that are surrounding them will stop gaslighting and stop trying to control, because it's all about control. And right now, they're even having control over you. They're having power over you because you feel helpless. You feel like, I'm trying so hard and I'm not getting anywhere. I'm running in place. So please, if you take anything from this, any of you that are going through these difficult times, just send positive energy. Envision them waking up and seeing things the way they really are, or at least seeing things through your perspective and trying to understand. So send them positive energy. Picture in yourself that you are seeing them, that aha moment, that spark. I get it. I get it. Oh my gosh, I've been just awful. And let them come to you. Okay? So that was for Bethany, and or anyone else out there that may be going through the same similar situation. So anyway, guys, I am gonna run. I am going to post this up in just a little bit. So till next time, stay mystical.